Hey everybody, welcome to episode 98 of Perpetual Backlog. I'm your host, Aqua. And joining me like always is the fam, Dalit.
Hi.
It's gonna change every week. It's gonna change every week. I don't know what don't know what I'm doing here, guys. After 98 episodes. How you doing? How you doing, Dalit?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. Life being what it is. It was a hell of a week last week.
Join the club.
Yeah,
Cause
fair enough.
work sucks. And also joining us, like always, is Leek.
Hello.
How's it going with you?
Someone else knows about work.
Okay. Yes. Hello. Yes. Welcome. Hello. I'm here. Yes.
All right. So, work sucks. I'm blitzed. I'm so fucking tired. I don't know if you guys can tell. I not only do I have a poor sleeping schedule every night, but like my work
That's an understatement.
my work has been absolutely like killing. Like I told you guys, like I think it was like last week. I'm like we were like down like 18 shifts this week.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
I'm getting overtime. I'm picking up an extra day. I'm working 6 days straight. I'm going crazy over here. But I did beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Hey, let's go.
That game had an ending.
It sure did.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but that game was that obviously out of the 3 games that I've played, that one's my favorite. Generally has the best combat. An easy to understand combat.
Mm-hmm.
The side quests in that game are not fucking god awful, like Xenoblade 1 was. And actually, all of the characters are pretty cool. I don't think I've ran across the character where I was just like, I don't want to really deal with this. Maybe Bam Bam and whatever the fuck Dingo or whatever his name is. Forget.
Yeah, those two were. I don't even think I got to like the proper end of their stuff.
I skipped one of their quests because it's at a camp right before Cloud Keep.
Oh,
I
did finish. Yes.
I saw them and I was like, I don't have time for this. I need to continue on with my.
It's a real interesting time to spring them on us. Like,
I need to get through this game. I was like, I need to get through this game. I got to get through. Bye, Bam Bam. I'll come back later. Yeah, no, that game's ending was those last 2 episodes that I recorded. They're gonna be long because the ending of that game is long. That last dungeon is long. I skipped almost everything in that dungeon. I said, "Fuck this." There is too many enemies in this dungeon.
I think you made the correct choice. I did the exact same thing, but that's not what we're here for this week.
Yeah, no. I did play the 6.2 patch for Final Fantasy 14 because, of course. I mean, I will continuously play every patch in that game. So
all I've seen from Twitter is people going crazy over the island.
So the island's cool. I've started it. There's definitely a learning curve after you've completed the initial quest line for it. Because now your island is supposed to be pumping out like items that you pretty much started your own economy on that island. It's not hard, but it's a lot to read. It's a lot to like. Honestly, you figure out what you want. You figure out what you want your workshops to make. And then you gather enough items for them to make all of that. And then whatever excess gathering stuff that you have, you can sell for scripts You can sell for the island scripts.
Scripts. Diadem
Yeah.
2.0?
No,
3.0 at this point?
it's all just glamour.
Okay.
Some of the scripts are like I think the specific island scripts you can trade to get you like gathering and crafting materia. But the seafarer scripts you get glamour for pretty much. There are apparently some booty shorts that you can get on that island. When you like rank up your stuff. So, I got mad and almost bought a Fantasia because there like the initial glamour that you can get with the seafaring scripts or whatever. It's like you just like working on an island. It's like a buttoned up shirt or whatever, like disheveled and stuff. You got some like dirty pants and stuff like that. And it comes with the sun hat, all right? Or it comes with like a straw hat or whatever. Fucking Vieras cannot wear them.
No.
Oh my god! Are we still running into this issue?
I'm like, just put holes in them.
Wasn't it? No, just let the ears clip through. No one cares. Like
just put holes in them.
Wasn't the big thing? No previous headgear will have Viera Hrothgar support, but going forward, everything will. I swear I remember hearing that.
Yeah, I guess. At some point there was a like. I don't know. I feel like you're correct on that. Like I think they said that from this point on they will try to make headpieces fit for Viera and stuff like that. But like, just don't make the ears go through it at all. Just have them cover up the ears.
I'm telling you, at this point, people would take just letting the ears
clip through.
I don't care if it clips through. Yeah, just clip through.
Yeah. Like I mean, I understand that teams got like their priorities and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there were bigger priorities.
There are bigger priorities, but
this was
come on.
That people kind of want.
I was like, oh man, my Viera can wear this hat or whatever. Like I was thinking, like, oh man, I'm gonna put I got the disheveled button up shirt on. All right, I'm gonna get enough scripts to get the pants, like the rest of the year. And I went to the hat and I right click try on or whatever. Couldn't do it. I was like, fucker. So yeah, the island's nice. I don't know how much you get ranks up. I'm like rank 4 or whatever. I think the max rank is 10 at the moment. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have your workshop, continue making stuff that it sells on its like invisible market board type thing. To not to other things, but like to just to the great ethereal beyond or whatever, because there's a list of what's in demand and stuff like that, or like what's popular if the demand's skyrocketing or something like that. And you can change. It's like a fucking stock market or whatever. You can see what's doing good, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this season. This day. There's things broken up in seasons. I think each season is like 7 days or whatever. And each day you can set up like hour like I think some things take 4 hours, some things take 6 hours to make. And it just sells it, and then you go back to the guy, and the guy gives you whatever scripts or whatever, and whatever experience you get for that.
Sure.
So it's pretty nice. There's parts of
an important question though.
All right.
What's the music like?
Oh, it's I mean, it's like island music. It's pretty nice.
I'm almost a little disappointed. So I assume it's like gentle guitars and it's very bossa nova then?
Yeah, it is.
It makes sense. It's the correct call.
What were you hoping?
I kept saying this is just going to be 14's version of Animal Crossing. I wanted some Animal Crossing style music in this.
Fair. I mean, it's I wouldn't go as far as say Animal Crossing. It's definitely not as well, for one, it's not as easy. Animal Crossing's easy as shit. This is seems a little bit harder to deal with. Also, it's kind of I feel like it's like gathering stuff is kind of just more boring than it is in Animal Crossing. I hate running around and clicking stuff.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
That's kind of annoying. Mount though, when you mount, you fast. You are fast on mounts on this island. Like, I mean fast. You like fucking go. It's like your mounts are sprinting. That's how fast you're going.
Ooh, do love to hear that though.
They go fast. Yeah, I've set up like a garden or whatever. I'm like currently like I gotta go in there and check it because I should be able to pick my pumpkins now.
Tell you what,
Okay.
you can visit other people's gardens.
Yeah,
huh?
you can. Yeah, you can visit other people's islands.
All right, RP community, I see you all. Enjoy.
Oh no.
there are
Quicksand is free.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
why
many.
Why is the quicksand suddenly empty? Where did everybody?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how many people can be on an island at once. But if you can have a lot of people on your island or whatever, beach parties, people, beach parties. That's where there are going to be a lot of DJ parties and shit going on down there, depending on how many.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Absolutely.
Radio. Yeah. Radio time beach parties. City pop beach parties.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta get on there because I think I have a jungle fort that should be made by now because it was only going to take like 10 hours or whatever. And I set that up like a day and a half ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean it's just a landmark, so it's like there's no innate like thing about it. It's just a landmark.
Sure.
Make your island look like kind of cooler or something like that. I gotta pick my pumpkins. I've got a couple of animals. At some point in time, the things you use to catch other animals get like they're different. Like you get different things. Because at the moment you just got a makeshift net, which you can only capture like smaller things with. And later on, I'll be able to, depending on if I keep going with it or not, I'll be able to like go capture like fucking elephants or something like that. Because there's like a mammoth type thing, on your island, or a couple of them on your island. There are 3 parts on the island that I cannot get to at the moment. So I'm assuming there's like later on when you rank up or whatever, there's some like renovation stuff that goes on part of their island that allows you to get access to like the top of like the mountain that's on your island. There's another section I can't get to, and like something by the back sea that I can't get to at the moment. So yeah, I mean it's pretty nice. But that's not so to most people that's the most important thing about 6.2. But the most important thing about 6.2 to me was the story. The story is good, and I can't say anything because Leek hasn't even finished Endwalker.
Oh my gosh.
But I'll just say it's very Final Fantasy IV themed. Like, I mean, extremely Final Fantasy IV themed.
When I finally get around to bloody Endwalker properly, I'm gonna record my adventures and then put them on your freaking
on the play channel.
Play channel.
Yeah. Good. And that'll be titled Leek Finally Plays Endwalker.
Finally beats Endwalker, sir.
Oh my god.
True. I mean, Leek, where are you at in Endwalker?
Very beginning.
Yeah, so has she actually played it? Has she actually played it? No, the story is really good. I did the raid as well. Raid's pretty nice. Speaking of raid, this will come out after the whole world first race happens, but world first happens in like 5 hours, 5-6 hours, I think. That's when it starts up, I think.
That sounds about right.
Because they delayed Savage a week for this patch. Yeah, I mean, it's a good patch. I can't really say much more. Other than that, I bought Soul Hackers 2 as well. Started playing that. That's an SMT game, all right. Um, it feels more like Persona smashed with SMT or whatever. Feels more of a mixture of that.
It even looked like a middle ground. I'm going to be honest, so I'm not surprised.
I think some things are a bit jank in that game. But I mean that's just sometimes the whole overworld attacking. Sometimes my attack just like clips through enemies and it doesn't hit them. So
that happened in 5 too.
Yeah.
But
that
I don't know. That didn't happen in Persona 5 because you could sneak attack, but it did happen in Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah. I mean the aesthetic of that game is pretty good. None of the character I don't hate none of the characters yet. So that has a one up on Persona 5 because there are a couple of characters I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not going to talk about Soul Hackers 2 either because I know you're going to play Soul Hackers 2. So other than that,
I would like to pick it up at some point after Valkyrie Elysium.
I mean, other than that, with Soul Hackers 2, that they if you got the digital deluxe or you got the deluxe edition, because I got it on Steam or whatever.
All of them, all of the costumes.
You get all the costumes. You get like super powerful demons if you want to use them or not. One of them includes Dick Chariot, so
good old Mara.
Everybody loves Mara. You get this thing that you can turn on that drops items for you to honestly the thing just gives you rare candies. Every time you do a fight, it gives you a rare candy. Use that rare candy to level up yourself, or you can use a rare candy to level up your demon. Just pretty much takes the grinding out of it, so people aren't like fucking stuck in this SMT like game for hours and hours and hours on end trying to level up.
It's a JRPG. You gotta get stuck in.
Dalit.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Cheshire Cat grin.
Yeah. I think the only one that I am using at the moment that I kind of feel bad for using is that they do give you an item that they do give you an ability to turn on that when you do a fight or whatever you can use this item to change it into to turn it in for incense. And those incense you use to level up your stats. So if you just ground out a bunch of things and you can just buy a bunch of incense and just like take your fucking vit from 30 to 99 like super fast. But I mean other than that, I don't know how far I'll actually like how quickly I'll actually get through Soul Hackers. I'm not a big SMT fan and it took me fucking forever to get through Persona 5. But I'll truck along with it for a little bit. But that's all I did this week. I watched Naruto. There we go. That's it. I've been watching Naruto. My brother has Naruto on his Plex the entire series, so I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm in the middle of the tuning exam. Like one of the best arcs of Naruto is the tuning exam.
Correct.
So
I didn't make it all the way through. Actually, I barely made it to Shippuden, but even I think tuning exam is like it reigns supreme.
The tuning exam and the first arc of Shippuden is so fucking good. Everything else in Naruto is like, a bit mid or whatever. But the tuning exam and the first arc in Shippuden, fucking phenomenal. I just got done with the episode where Rock Lee versus Gaara, and that is peak fucking anime there. Oh, that is so good. Fight. God. It's also heart-wrenching because how that fight ends, but it's good. That's all I did this week. I'm done talking. I'm done talking.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I got a root beer in my mouth. I'm done talking.
Okay, so I played more Fortnite.
Okay, well, here
Look. They had a sweet-ass Shenron glider, right? I had to get it. I had to collect 7 bloody Dragon Balls by completing all these fucking quests, and I went through it and did it, okay? I've got my lovely glider and a sweet-ass, like, fucking emote that you basically power up like Goku. I wanted that so badly. Now I've got them both. I could put fucking Fortnite down until something else catches my eye.
Evan's been
And
playing
guess
Fortnite
what else
too.
catches my
Oh
eye?
my goodness.
Another battle royale game that I
Yeah.
started to play because it's free. It's called Super People.
I don't
Super People.
know
What?
that
I've never
one.
heard of that one.
Yeah. That I just watched a streamer called Leaflet. She was playing this, and yeah, it's like a edgy, more serious type of battle royale. Not silly like Fortnite. It's called Super People.
I heard
by
etchy
what-
and not edgy.
Edgy. Yeah, you can create your own character. You can put any hair on them, any face, any clothing and stuff at the start. So you can make it even edgier, right? You can make it super edgy. Yeah, it's by the developer Wonder People. The publisher is Wonder Games. I have a feeling they're pretty connected for some reason.
Mhm.
Super People's actually seems to be their first Wonder People's first game, and it's on Steam. It's free. It's on it's like open beta right now, so you can try it out for free. And the synopsis for the game is: Wonder People proudly presents a battle royale shooter that will revolutionize how you think about the genre. I was like, okay, I want to test this like quite confident statement. Would it really truly revolutionize? I mean, I've just played Fortnite.
Speaking of revolutionary,
How far could this go? So so in Super People, take control of a super soul, each with their own use, and survive until you are the last one standing. So it's like, oh yeah, super soldier. First, my brain went immediately to Winter Soldier because he's pretty super. I was like, is it edgy like him? The people look edgy like him, and you know. The trailer is interesting. Like if you go to the store page, it presents you with a trailer right away. The graphics pretty cool actually. The environments, I mean, they're like a mix of like urban, not urban, sorry, suburban, and then like country, whatever. There's like locales that look like a resort. There's locales that look like mountainside and that kind of thing. Woodland areas and stuff. Very much like Fortnite, there is like a sort of storm that closes in, forcing all the player closer and closer to each other. But this time, it's not a windstorm. No, it's a snowstorm, and you'll freeze to death if you stay in it too long. Soldiers do have their own powers that you slowly level up and unlock and stuff.
okay.
So think more like Team Fortress 2. In that one is like a Gatling gun superpower, one is like a speedy sniper, one is like a teleporter and that kind of thing. So that kind of area you should be thinking of. Because you have to unlock it, you have to try and survive until you get your skills and stuff. So it's not like you're overpowered straight away. You have to survive first. Yeah, so you can go in teams, you play solo, that kind of thing. That's all I've done so far. I've only really played it for like 2 days, so haven't really.
Only 2 days, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like an hour each day though. There's nothing really in depth.
Fair enough.
I don't know how to feel about it. Like Fortnite is very silly, but it's like also like a theme park.
Yes.
It's completely different vibe to Super People. But then again, I kind of miss the ability to emote and stuff. There's no emotes at the moment. You could just stand there in the lobby and then punch each other. That's all I've seen. Yeah, there's no emoting or anything. No real communication between anybody.
And you say this is in final beta?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I don't know. I hope they do add emoting or some sort of, because I can see the problem with text or voice. There is voice, but only for teams. You can't talk to random people. So I don't know. So far, what I've seen from the community hub chat on Steam, people are complaining about lots of bots and stuff, but that's something usually we cleaned up as, the game progresses and stuff like that.
It does need to be nipped in the bud early, because
It does.
that's something that'll kill your game if it's just in there at the very beginning and turns
Lots of people complaining about cheats and stuff as well. I mean, Fortnite's very good where it has like an anti-cheat, blah, blah, blah stuff. And it's a big, big company as well as Epic Games, isn't it? So
yeah.
But Wonder Games as a publisher has only published 3 3 titles so far.
Yeah,
And that's including Super People.
Wonder People is they're a Korean developer.
Yeah.
So we will see.
Yeah, I mean, getting into the game itself is fine. It's easy to pick up. There's a good tutorial that teaches you all the keyboard stuff, so you're not lost straight away. So it's very good at introducing you to the game. There was like what surprised me for someone who's this is their first game, right? There was like a mini tournament available to people that have played it and got their character to over a certain level, right? The prize money was like $15,000 or something, $14,000 something dollars. I was like, wait. Like, how would they have this much money and only have one game out? So the developers must have come from somewhere else and made their own studio. That's my guess.
Possibly.
Yeah. So I don't know. So that tournament's closed now, so I can't enter it. I was like, money. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I did play both one, like I said. I played Stardew Valley. Was anything else? No, not really. That was it, really.
Your turn, Dalit.
So yeah, it is me, I guess.
My turn. I already talked.
It's true. Like Aqua, I kind of used my gaming this week to get other things done. I am still playing through SMT5, and I'm actually genuinely still very much enjoying it. I think I have my team now. I just need to get Cleopatra. But yeah, I got through.
Have fun with that.
Let me tell you, it's not going to be as hard as you think for me. I am maxed out.
I'm just saying, have fun with Cleopatra.
Yes, she does have that.
That a move?
Yes, she has Frolic. That is a thing.
Yeah.
She's also the best debuffer, as far as I can tell. I don't see any reason for anyone else to be comparable, which makes sense because she was $24. But yeah, no, I plan on picking her up and just kind of finishing it out because I have Idun. Idun. I have my not Demi-Fiend, wrong game. My Nahobino, which is physical. I have Loki currently doing my all-rounder magics, and I have a Yoshitsune doing also physical. So I'll also probably build up an Alice, but I've been really enjoying just kind of playing Pokemon, but with notable demons.
Notable demons.
Filling out the compendium is a treat. And whilst I've been doing that, I've just been catching. I caught up on The Boys. I caught up on, and I'm starting through the Evangelion movies again because I never finished them. But that is all I actually managed to get done this week. I'm pretty sure I don't remember doing any Minecraft with you all this week. I don't even think I popped onto Monster Hunter.
Dude, I didn't even play Minecraft this week.
Yeah. What was this? Just a flash in the pan? No one's gonna stick around? Doesn't hurt me. I don't actually play Minecraft, but
we do need to play Monster Hunter, though.
Yeah, help you get the rest of the way to whatever you'd like to achieve. And I just, at this point, I'm rerolling with my Curios. So
yeah, I just want to do a bunch of investigations to just stock up on the items to do the Curio stuff. That way I can just sit there one day and be like, no, maybe, no. That's all that is. It's just talisman re-rolling.
I'll be honest, that's all it is.
Yeah.
But it does give some reason to keep going back in if you need a reason to go back in and fight the mons. So
we did play Monster Hunter this week because there was an event.
That's true. We did the double Rajang. I forgot. Was that this week?
Yeah, double Furious Rajang.
Double Furious Rajang. It was. I mean, for me, it was fine, but
for me, it was fine too. I mean, I didn't cart.
Oh no! Sorry, you're right. For us, it was fine. For our poor third, though.
Coded. We still love him, even though he triple carded us.
Yeah, and we got in there. We got our curio crowns. I really like that piece.
Yeah.
It's going to replace the shell. I believe it's the shell headpiece that I have on now for a bit.
I didn't have a headpiece on.
That's true. We had to remind you to turn yours on.
I don't believe, like, I have the side ponytail, so I normally don't believe in headpieces.
This is why I wear like horns and laurels and such, because they're not really headpieces; they're like accessories.
Yeah. So yeah. Definitely got to play. I mean, we didn't talk about it last week, or did it even come out last week or whatever? Well, I mean, since we're talking about Monster Hunter, Flaming Espinoss.
No, I believe that was something that came out this week.
Flaming Espinoss.
Yeah.
It's not on our list.
Speaking of coded, I'm sure he's happy about that. The Espinoss being revealed isn't very surprising, given the silhouettes we saw. I suspect the other silhouette will be a Mizutsune of some kind. I assume Soulseer, though. I mean, Apex was kind of that, so maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, no, Flaming Espinoss is just going to be bigger, fierier Espinoss, I imagine. I don't imagine they'll do the poison on contact thing. That feels like something that they might not be okay with in the main line.
Coded will be disappointed.
Yeah, well, he'll have to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to, like, I mean, obviously, I don't know what the max is for the investigation levels. I don't know if it is 99. I don't know what the max is for. But obviously, we're gonna get to a point where it's like so fucking high that the monster's just gonna be doing a shit ton of damage. Yeah, no, I just get the level up as high as possible and keep farming for items to do the curio crafting, because that's literally going to be the the gameplay loop for this game for a while.
Yeah, that's the hamster wheel I'm on. Funny enough, I don't actually care so much for the level.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting Prime Essence drops. So I'm like, yeah, as long as I'm getting this and can reroll my gear, I'm good. This is all I need.
Yeah, same.
I can absolutely sit here and chase for something I don't need.
Plus, also we also need to like farm out the materials to unlock the slots for the gear that we have.
Yeah.
Unlock the extra stats or whatever.
I need to go back and do some of the earlier hunts because I need lower rarity gear.
Yep. But that's our week. That's our week, man.
Sure was.
That sure was indeed.
Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get.
A little something. We have it's a nice short message from Little. And he asks, he says, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet this week and simply ask, why has Dalit forsaken Idios?
Look, listen. It's not going anywhere. It'll be there. I will get back to it. It's in the backlog now.
Perpetually.
Like I will get back to that. That's not even in question. I just, the new hotness.
The new hotness that SMT it was like a year ago.
Look, listen. I mean this year in general.
Don't worry, you'll get through SMT with enough time before Valkyrie Elysium to pick back.
For sure. Up. I think so.
Oh,
especially with my current setup. I don't imagine that's going to be an issue.
Yeah. Speaking of Kiseki, did you see the clip that I showed you?
The one you showed me, yes. If you added anything else after that, then no.
The 1v1 basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so here's my thing. I really like the Kiseki series. I do. I think it's grand. Blasphemously, despite filling out the book every time because you get stuff for it, I don't care for fishing. And yet, somehow, you've created a mini game that I'm even less invested in. I like basketball. I used that to stay in shape from like age 2 to age 24. I love I hate basketball games so much. And if they're mini games, which means they don't even have all of that put into it, yeah, I'm not interested.
It's so
but
funny,
I guess they need to
though.
shake it up a bit.
It's so funny, though.
Yeah, this is one of the few times that I saw something that they were doing in, especially the newer games, and just went, yeah, I am entirely unimpressed.
Dude, I'm actually waiting for there to actually be like a racing mini game in this game, because I mean, Elaine gets a Z1 Racer outfit. One of the not one of the main characters, but like one of the main side characters that you deal with or whatever is like the number 1 Z1 Racer in the series, like in the land.
Oh.
Yeah, he the story for him is so I like the guy. It took me the entire game for me to like the guy, but there was a point where he had the lowest of lows, all right? He's the lowest of lows, and I was like, this motherfucker, all right? But he's doing okay now. I can't fully say because it's spoilers. But yeah, little he'll get to 4 at some point in time, maybe. Hashtag.
I mean, yeah, that's my plan. I have no interest in like forsaking that series, so it's just a matter of time.
But you got to catch up because fucking Sly and Lavrin want to do a Kiseki.
That's
episode.
right, and I'm currently on par with Sly, so I can't fall behind.
I'm sorry for a leak.
Huh?
Because you're gonna have to deal with the Kiseki episode.
Oh god, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah, you
fine.
think it's gonna be story time?
Play through some of the games on your stream.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit.
You think Xenoblade 3 is going to be story time? We've got multiple arcs in the Kiseki one.
Yeah,
I have no problem with this. Story time for me. Yeah. I'll make sure to get snacks though.
There's a possibility that's a 2-parter.
Oh gosh.
The series is so long.
This is true.
Well, this week there was Gamescom.
Yes.
In Cologne, Germany. Actually had a live show. And there hasn't been a live Gamescom for 2 years. And they showed off some games. Now, we're not going to talk about all the games because that would take forever. And not even... I think the games we're really only going to be talking about are games that were actually shown that day. Because I'm pretty sure there was games shown like the next days or whatever that got trailers that didn't actually show up on opening night live. So let's go through what games were like the standouts that we wanna talk about. We'll save the good standout for last.
Oh, the good standout for last.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Okay, one that surprised me was Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I mean,
what the fuck?
What an IP to pull.
I've watched it recently as well. I watched it earlier this year.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. So the type of thing, the guitar riff is well in my head. The horrifying, horrific faces of those clowns are still fresh in my brain. And I did. Oh, it's a game I didn't really expect to turn up, because who remembers? I mean, Dolik, you're saying who actually remembers this movie? Like, but what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? So yeah, you got Killer Clowns for Outer Space. The things they do is basically shoot a ray gun that turns people into candy floss, and they collect all the candy floss to eat or make more clowns. Because they're an alien race, you see. Being from outer space. So yeah, you either play a wily teenager that will foil their plans and survive, or the clowns. I'm assuming the 7v3, the 7 is the kids, and the clowns are the 3. So it's very much like, the developers made Friday the 13th, and I assume it'll be very much like, was it Death Until Dawn? No, wait. Brain. Dead by
Brain.
Daylight. There you go.
Dead by Daylight. Yeah.
Brain,
Okay.
please. I need that one brain cell to work. Oh, yeah. So Dead by Daylight. There's another one. Evil Dead.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're
Evil
definitely
Dead,
on the right path with those.
So we'll see. Actually, there was another that looks
There was
so
another.
boring, and I'm very sad it looks so boring.
Oh.
There's a Ghostbusters one too.
Oh yeah, that was announced a while ago, right?
Yeah, they showed the trailer at Gamescom. It looks so boring. You don't play as any of the actual cast from the film. You're just a random person in a Ghostbusters outfit. And you go around a place looking for ectoplasm, and there goes my fucking air conditioner. Stop! Aircon! Shut up! Sorry. Yeah, I start talking about Ghostbusters, and something happens in my room.
Ooh.
It's not haunted. There's no ectoplasm. Yeah, so yeah, you basically shoot your fucking laser shit at things and collect, photon packs. There you go. That's what brain. Come on, brain. Yeah, it looks so boring. That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
I mean, that is a damning statement. Your Ghostbusters look boring. Oh,
yeah, the Ghostbuster game looks boring. I think because Evil Dead came out before, and that is fucking solid.
Yeah, that 100%.
Voice acting, the humor. I mean, the stuff you have to do as well. You get to be the evil, the entity, and then you move around. It looked exactly like the movie, and you get to set shit. It's so good.
It was so faithful. I'm genuinely actually a little surprised about it.
So Killer Clowns and Ghostbusters have to compete with that as well. It's being that they're movie IPs. So
we're still talking about Killer Clown. I can't believe it. We were just like Aqua, myself, and Tara. Like, I feel like not but 5 days ago we're saying, "Oh yeah, that movie exists. I haven't seen it in an age. It was so weird."
That's so funny.
Yeah. And now, lo and behold, 5 days later. Yeah, so Killer Clowns in Space game. Wait.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The video. Okay. You're about 30 years late, but you know what? We won't hold it against you.
And another one that I signed up for the beta because there's a beta you can sign up for. Jumping into the Discord, it's already trash fire, so watch out for.
Yeah, that figures.
Yeah. So I might jump out soon. But, you can join a Discord as well. Sign up for the beta and see if you get in. Another one that you can sign up for beta and also completely threw me.
Yeah, completely left field.
Is Dune as an MMO.
Yep.
It's a survival MMO.
So, do we think we're playing as like Fremen or something, or are we actually?
I think it's a creative character. I think it's a creative character.
That's what I'm saying. But if we're creating a character, we're creating someone who lives on Arrakis, presumably. So we're probably a Fremen.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I think so. I mean, like the trailer, you have the blue eyes from the spice, right? And then you've got the suit. So I'm assuming so.
So, but that was that not just an older Paul though?
I don't know.
Because he was reciting the I almost said sutra. That's not right. He's was it Fear is the Small Death? Like that.
Fear is the mind killer.
The mind killer, not the small death. Yeah. It's the mind killer. So I was thinking, is that an older Paul? Is he going to be like an NPC? Are we playing Fremen? Are we playing as Paul? Are we all Paul?
As an MMO, we can't be all Paul, can we?
Exactly right. We all can't be Paul.
Maybe we're a Fremen following, Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, he does put together an army to fight, so it's
Yeah.
very possible.
Only we're just trying to survive on Araka.
Yeah, Arrakis is not the most friendly place.
It is but you get to ride the worms. You hunt for essentially fish for the worms, and you ride those things. That's cool.
I gotta rewatch the movie.
The
it was very good.
Sometimes. Yeah.
So
they live in the cave system and stuff as well. So and they covet water very much. It's one of the very the way you greet people is to spit.
I offer you the moisture from my body.
Yeah. So expect a lot of the patoo.
That's
unless
toxic.
you also
God, please don't make that an emote.
Yeah, it's a greeting. Patoo. I mean, there are other people on Arrakis, but I don't know.
See, and that was the other thing. Is like we have the other I guess I can't call them nations. The other civilizations that exist on it, whether it be just for war purposes.
Yeah, and they're mining the spice and stuff. So
it'll be interesting to see how they take that. I mean, obviously they offered nothing in the way of answers in this trailer. So
yeah, and so far there's no hint of going off planet because you use spice for space travel. That's how the ships work and stuff. So
no computers, just really intelligent people.
I don't know. It was just completely left. I just didn't.
As soon as I saw the worm, I was like, wait a minute, because it didn't show the face of the character.
Oh, once I heard what he was saying, it was like, oh, that's Paul. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at him, I was like, that's a worm, and then it panned over the face, and he's got the nose strip thing in.
I think you've just helped me figure it out. So, when I heard the litany against fear, I was thinking, well, that's Paul, but why does he sound so old? I just realized this is older Paul. This is actually the war. We probably are Fremen in his army.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense in hindsight.
Yeah, so those two games completely caught me off guard. How about you two? Any games that stand out that are not the game we want to talk about?
Yeah, I think we'll all get to that because at the end of the day, that's the one that we all kind of filter towards.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are pretty simple. I'm always going to get hyped at a character announcement for a fighting game. It's always cool. Even games I'm not going to play. However, this is a game I will play.
Yeah.
Both Kimberly, who is adorable, and Jury, who is quite literally crazy hot, were revealed officially for Street Fighter V, and both of their trailers are fantastic. The characters of this game look so good. I mean, this game made Guile look interesting, and that's an impossibility, because Guile is the least interesting character they've ever created, despite being America and having the best theme ever.
America!
But yeah, I think these are the first two characters, even counting Jamie, who was also super good, that are really exciting and high energy. Jury, because she is quite literally one of the most fan favorite characters from this series.
Because everybody's horny.
Look, listen, she just does a lot of things for a lot of people, a lot of different things for a lot of people. She does things with her feet, and I think we all had to endure Twitter for a day or two with that. Come on, y'all. Get help.
Stop. Get some help.
Get some help. She's also Taekwondo, which immediately won me over before I knew anything about her. And also, she's psychotic, which usually isn't a winner, but she's so interesting in that cast. Also, yes, she's hot. What are you gonna do? Leave us alone. So she comes in, Akira sliding on her bike. I'm happy they kept the bike, even if they lost the cat suit. And I can't get over how well these characters are animating. I'm so happy we've left that horrible abomination of an art style of 4 and 5 behind.
Yeah, I do very much like this new.
The characters are beautiful.
Yeah. So Kimberly, Kimberly. So,
Oh
what
my
style?
god, she's so cool.
Yeah, what style of fighting and stuff does she do?
Okay, I actually have an answer for this. I could have, like, I had an answer for this before we saw it, and
Fucking better.
they showed it off.
The
One
fighting
second,
guy here.
that stuff I was mentioning earlier is.
Hey. Ambulances and police officers and fire departments. Yay.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Hey, we're recording. Fuck off, Will.
Because of course it happens during recording. So Kimberly is 4th generation. What is the name of the organization? Bushin Ryu style. So Guy from Final Fight and from Street Fighter and Zeku. So I guess she's 3rd generation. No, I'm their master. So she's bringing that, and it's really cool. It looks like she's borrowing directly from Guy and Ibuki.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she looks great. It's very obvious the way that they've worked in like old special moves and supers. She's like once you see her, it becomes very apparent what her roots are, and that's so cool because she animates so differently from those two. Like Guy, who is, let's be real here, boring but effective, and Ibuki, who like she was the Kimberly before Kimberly, and like Kim has just been absolutely amped up to the next level with her energy. I believe in lore she's a cheerleader as well.
What? Okay. So too many coincidences here. All right.
Go on then.
You know, I'm not a Street Fighter fan. All right, but the name Kimberly just makes me think of Power Rangers Kimberly, whatever. And then say she's a cheerleader, which I'm pretty sure she's not a cheerleader in Mighty Morphin, but she
was not.
But she could be.
Oh, yeah, she could have been. No, yeah, I mean,
where's our good Power Rangers fighting game?
So actually, it exists.
I know it's Battle for the Grid.
Battle for the Grid, and honestly, Power Rangers have crossed over with Street Fighter before. I wouldn't hold my breath on this, but Chun-Li and Ryu became Power Rangers.
Okay.
Maybe you could bring over. Yeah, they became. Was it the Phoenix Ranger and the Dragon Energizer? No, the Falcon Ranger.
Oh.
Yeah, they have like actual suits and stuff. Like, all I'm saying is you could bring over Tommy and Kim, or Trini, or Jason, or Rocky, or it doesn't matter.
Or all of them.
This no, please don't bring over all of them.
No, do it. Do it, Capcom cowards.
No, that's too many people from the same. If we're gonna do like crossover DLC, I want to see.
Well, if you're gonna do crossover with Power Rangers, it has to be Tommy, and it has to be like Adam, like Tommy and Adam.
I mean, I think those are your best choices because the actors are so willing to come in and record.
Yeah,
I mean, JYP literally does it more.
Still living, yeah, and fucking.
Actually, like, I'm a Tommy stan. We all are Tommy stans. My favorite Ranger, always. However, and hear me out, Virgil is a Power Ranger.
Virgil.
Like DMC Virgil?
Or like Virgil is the Quantum Ranger.
Oh, Virgil Quantum.
Matter of fact, I will show you his Battle for the Grid introduction. His trailer, you will just hear Virgilisms everywhere.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Dude, I've always thought about playing Battle for the Grid, but then I'm like, I'm also not a fighting game player. And I don't know, man. One of these days, maybe.
If you're not super big into fighting games, I mean, I can't actually wholeheartedly recommend it. But also, it's cheap.
True.
Like, it's not like a full $60 product, so I feel like getting into it is fine. You wouldn't have too much wasted money, and it's fun. It's a fun nostalgic romp, and it plays a lot like Marvel vs. Capcom. So,
enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get.
It's not like a grounded footsie-based fighter where everything's slow and methodical. No, things get absolutely insane in that game.
You know, I'm on the Steam page for it. Yeah, I mean, one day maybe.
But yeah, if they get a crossover with Power Rangers, I would like it to be the Quantum Ranger and the Black Ranger, because JYB is good at his job. And to hear foolishness, Lord said, I need more quantum power, was fucking hilarious. Listening to him after so many years return to an old role and then just be Virgil anyway. I loved it. It's so good.
Fucking yeah, but again, you have to have Tommy. Like, there's.
I'll be honest. I do think you're right. I do think you're right. I think Tommy is like the safest choice in the world because he was like everyone's top 3 ranger.
Also, Jason David Frank is just like, fuck yeah, anything Saban, fuck yeah, because he's like he's got a hard on for Sentai.
The company treated him very well, and he has been very loyal to come back and do stuff for the company, for the fans, for whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a really, really good guy. I wish he had better hair, though.
He did back in the first Power Rangers.
Yeah,
back in Mighty Morphin.
The spikes he came back with later on weren't ideal.
He had to be edgy.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. Not for Tommy. That's the whole thing.
He came back as the Black Dino Ranger. He had to be edgy.
It's true. That was Dr.
Tommy Oliver.
Dr. Oliver, yeah. Dr. Oliver. This is an MMA fighter playing a doctor. I love it. But just to pop back into SF5 really quick, like, the 2 dropped. I don't think anyone's surprised about the cast. I think everyone now knows about the leaks, and the leaks have all, with Kimberly, have been. No, that's a guarantee now. So, like, I'm super excited going forward. I still can't. I'm going to gush one more time over how good the game looks. I think the move to the new engine was such a good idea. The game's so colorful. I think a lot of people are going to be a little lost coming from older games. But, like, frankly, this is like Third Strike all over again. I can't wait to see what they do with it. Oh, it's so good.
You know, it's looked like it's like the best looking Street Fighter like ever. So
yeah, like, this is the best Street Fighter has looked since they were 2D. It's like, in my opinion, alpha.
Yeah.
Maybe Third Strike. Third Strike, though, I unfortunately remember Third Strike looking a little jank because of all the upskilling that's had to happen over the years. You can really see the pixels nowadays. But aside from Street Fighter, the other standout for me, and I don't think it's any great surprise for a lot of people, is Lies of P.
Yeah. Looks so good.
Lies of P, like, with people jonesing for a new Bloodborne, and that seemingly not happening, I couldn't think of a better game to come out. It's set in the correct era. It has so many, like, specifically from-isms. Because it's pulling from Bloodborne and has some Sekiro-isms with the modular arm. So, like, that's really cool. And honestly, with the community being what it is, only half of the community is going to give a damn about the story. People are just happy to have
Pinocchio, man.
Well, yeah, but I mean, from what I've seen with like the fan base, like, it's split, and it's split fairly evenly from what I can tell. There's people who were there for, like, the lore, like the Vatis, and then there were people who just want to play a game, like, with new maps. They want a new Dark Souls game with new maps, and so every FromSoft game becomes, well, I just get to continue playing my favorite game and have all this new stuff. So by setting it in a Bloodborne like adjacent genre, people who have been jonesing for that 60 FPS new Bloodborne have something, if not to cover that, then to tide them over until maybe we do get a new Bloodborne. But frankly, Lies of P looks great and looks very familiar. Two things which in this instance, I think are going to go a long way to make this like a top seller of whenever it drops.
Yeah, it looked really good. I'm a sucker for like Victorian era style shit. That's why like one of my favorite mangas is Black Butler because of the era that it's set in. So Liza P definitely looks good.
Yeah, and to be fair, it looks good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my two.
Those are your two? All right.
If I had to narrow it down to two, I think those are my two, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to narrow it down to two, well, so Callisto Protocol.
Yeah,
that game looks sick. What they showed off in the in like the gameplay trailer for ONL was like it showed you the like he was using a gun that like pulled the monster towards you or whatever, and then you can shoot him back somewhere. All right. And so the area that they were in had a gigantic like spinning like fucking death contraption type thing in the middle. So he just like pulled the monster towards him and just throw him into the fucking grinder. And that looked cool. Another thing that the trailer was showing off was there's a mutation mechanic for some of the monsters where like say if you pop like one of their heads off or whatever, after like a few minutes some like tentacles will like start like tendrils.
It's Las Plagas from Resident Evil 4. Let's go.
Yeah. Some tendrils will start popping out of like the place, and if you don't either don't kill it fast enough or you don't shoot the tendrils down or whatever, it'll mutate into something that'll start attacking you faster and becoming more dangerous. So that looked really sick. They showed no story bit. The last bit was the character sliding down like this very long like fucking sewer-esque water spout type thing, and he was sliding for forever. And then he got towards the end where there was a spinning turbine, all right? And if you got hit with it, it showed the cutscene of you getting hit with it, which it drags you up towards towards the part where like your full body can't fit in, and it bisected him. So, so that game looks sick. I'm like the only one on the podcast that's like kind of excited for it, but like I think Sonic Frontiers looks really good. I'm actually kind of about it.
This new trailer did a lot to help its cause.
It really did. It made it so exciting. Much more exciting than the very first teaser.
I don't know why they tried teasing the game the way they did. This is what they should have been doing the whole time.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what they've been doing the whole time, but I guess I'm the only one that sees stuff a little differently. I don't know. I feel like this, like, I mean, obviously this this trailer did look a lot better, but the first like two trailers they showed me that I've seen like still looked really good. I'm not a big Sonic fan, but this game I'm definitely going to pick up.
Yeah, it does look a lot of fun from this recent trailer.
Yeah, it felt more colorful. It was more familiar with the. I assume there'll be like dungeons or something.
Mm-hmm. And it hinted at a story as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and we got to see something's going on in the world.
Yeah, Amy was trapped.
Yeah,
you saw the antagonist. You saw something wrong with like something happened to Sonic's arm. It's all digitized and like holographic stuff.
Dude,
and
they're digitizing the Sonic characters, man. They're
they're
transporting. Maybe they're going into the digital realm.
Maybe
it's Digisonic.
Digisonic.
He's trying to delete Sonic. That's what's happening.
Yeah, maybe. No, I think this game, the biggest debuff this game has, that it comes out in November.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. How many games coming out that you want to play in November now?
Like 3 or 4.
In and around, yeah.
Oof.
And it's like, so my cutoff, all right, is the date that Star Ocean 6 comes out, all right, which is like October 28th or something like that. So I'll be playing that. And the next game after that is going to be God of War, which comes out like November 20th something or 18th or something like that. Or before that. I think it comes out the fucking 11th or whatever. So I have like a week and a half to 2 weeks to play through Star Ocean 6. And if they do the opposite of what they did in Star Ocean 5 or whatever, the game might be long. And it might be a Star Ocean game. Which sucks, because there are other games that come out in November. Like Sonic Frontiers comes out in November. The new Pokemon come out in November, which I'm actually kind of like slightly excited for that Pokemon, because they're doing a lot of new shit in that game. There's like 2 other games that comes out in November that I can't think of right off the top of my head, but I'm just like,
and there's everything around it. Let's not forget that Reunion is this winter, whatever that means.
Well, I mean, fortunately, winter starts in December and not November.
It's true. Well, this is why I keep saying it's not just November. It's in and around November. Because, like you said, we had not S&T, Star Ocean 6, which is just before.
Well, because I have one game a month.
This year is packed.
I have one game a month. All right. My one game for this month was Xenoblade. Any games that I play for the rest of this month, it's just games that I'm randomly going to play. Any games that I play next month, all the way up until Valkyrie Elysium comes out, it's just games that I'm just going to randomly play. All right. And then I have Valkyrie Elysium. I play that until I beat it, and then whatever time I have left until Star Ocean 6 comes out, I play that, and then Star Ocean 6 comes out. Then I play Star Ocean 6, and I have whatever short amount of time to play Star Ocean 6 before God of War comes out, because then I got to go to God of War. And then like, so I have like one game like a month, and then like the smallest time between fucking Xenoblade, God of War and Star Ocean. I have there's no time, and then there's just a bunch of other games that come out in November. So we have no date for fucking for Crisis Core Reunion. So whatever, I mean, winter easily could just be like anywhere between December and March.
It's true.
And then there's games that are coming out in January, February, and March too.
Yep. Like, it doesn't end. It doesn't end at New Year.
I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't play all these games. My wallet can't take it. Actually, my wallet can take it, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, if I had to break it down to 2, is Sonic Frontiers and Callisto Protocol. There are a couple other ones that I'm interested in playing. But most of them don't have release date. Well, nor are they to the level of the games I've just spoke of. So.
What, you mean you're not as interested in like Kojima's new podcast as you are in Sonic?
What is Kojima going to talk about?
Yeah, what is it?
So
it's like
I think,
stuff.
like, look, I'm of 2 minds. Kojima's pretentious as shit, and I don't always love what he makes. But I also recognize he's been in the industry for a very long time, and he is a movie snob. So there's going to be a lot of like things that he can tackle in terms of direction, terms of like what led him here, what he enjoys, who he's got to work with, especially on Death Stranding with Mads and
there's a game. There was a game that was shown. There was a game that was shown during Gamescom that the main character was being played by Norman Reedus. And I can't remember the game. Fuck, but I heard his voice and I was like, oh, it's Norman Reedus. What's Norman Reedus doing in another fucking video game? I don't know what it is. Continue what you were going on. You just made me think of Norman Reedus.
So yeah, my point is that he's been around for a bit. He's put out a lot of games tackling a lot of issues. I don't suspect he will limit himself to video games. Matter of fact, I know for a fact he will not. Because he clearly wants to branch out from that. And video games were only ever a means for him to get his directorial on, because that's what he wanted to do growing up. There's a lot for him to talk about. I most of this is just me being very kind to him. This podcast is not something I'm going to tune into, but I might catch highlights every now and then. I think he's got plenty to say.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. Kojima just on a podcast doesn't sound like exactly too interesting to me.
I don't think Kojima's going to be doing this alone. I think he's going to have guests.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
He seems to be such a collaborative person, especially now that he has the opportunity to be.
I wonder.
Yeah. But the game that we
Okay.
Here we go.
The game that we looked at and was like, all right, when we get this game, Where Winds Meet.
God, it was so good.
Yep, think Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, House of Flying Daggers, and Hero, and then couple it with Ghost of Tsushima, and that's the game that we saw in this trailer.
The gameplay even looked good. How dare you?
No,
like
very
yeah, Leaks nailed it. Like, think of any wuxia movie you've ever seen, and then Game of Thrones. No, then Ghost of Tsushima. It's so the hype is off the charts. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The locales are like what you would see in any sort of like a Chinese drama, like historical drama. Like the dialogue as well. It seems very, like that kind of thing.
It does feel like a sea drama, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And you can do all the like wuxia type tropes as well. You can walk on water, fly through the air, have these special other like martial powers and that kind of thing. So, whew.
There is a no you barrel that you can reverse, like bear roars back at them. I thought that was like hilarious.
We're getting like magical and mystic in this. It's gonna be grand.
There's a bear that roared, and then the character just pulled out a fucking barrel and just roared back at him. So it was like a no you barrel.
Yeah. No, my favorite moment from the trailer as well, it was something a bit more mundane, is that you can gather information by talking to like the locals, like the beggars, the shopkeepers, that kind of thing. That was interesting.
The whole,
I enjoyed in the
up
city
to the window and just knock on it.
Yeah. Like, because it shows the character's place in the world, which is really cool. I enjoyed in the city he didn't kill anyone. It was like they did the trope where he hit the pressure points and they just froze up.
Yeah.
Very Crouching Tiger. So,
like, again, it's pretty really good.
My goodness, it's floaty, but in a good way.
Yeah, and like the thumbnail for the trailer as well, he has the character, which I assume is the protagonist, carrying a little baby, and
he's a young man.
Looks like. Yeah, we don't see that in the trailer itself, so I wonder what the story is behind that.
I mean, we'll never know, because I'm putting that. So as much as I love the way this game fucking looked or whatever, it's going on the list of the Chinese games that look really good that don't have release dates, and we don't ever know when they're going to come out. Because
oh my goodness, I do need a
Yeah, there
release
wasn't really
date.
a date, was there?
No, there wasn't.
Give me a time frame, anything.
We're waiting on what? Wukong? Where that game was announced like 2.5 years ago. Where's that at?
I had a limited studio though, so we expected that to take a while to actually come out.
We're waiting on Where Winds Meet. We're still waiting on that one game that was being developed by one guy, and then he got people. But we haven't seen anything for like almost a year now. I'm just like, this is why people need that. I mean, or at least for the one guy that was working on that game, the one that kind of looked like a mixture of like Final Fantasy 15 meets Devil May Cry. At least that one, when he was releasing the stuff, it made sense because it was literally just him working on it, whatever. And he's just like, hey guys, look what I'm doing. But now he's got people, and they're working on it. But still haven't heard anything from that like in a while.
Yeah,
It's like,
Lost Soul aside is absolutely something I'm
Yeah.
also interested in coming out eventually.
yeah, eventually.
We've been tracking that game for years.
Just like, I'm trying to. You're showing us all the good shit. All right, all your stuff is good. I mean, there's gotcha games, but we're not going to talk about those. All your AAA looking developed games look fucking good. When we getting them? It's God, man, I want to play them.
It's the whole like, give it to me.
Yeah, I know. Please.
I have a mighty need.
But yeah, out of ONL, those are the standouts for us. I can't think of anything else that. There was a couple of space games that looked interesting.
Yeah, there's a
Tis
lot
the
of
year,
space
apparently.
horror, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. There
Space is good.
was. I like the vibe from Under the Waves. It seemed more serene than Subnautica, which was like a thing that you immediately go to when
Hey,
looking
Leek.
at the trailer. But it wasn't like
Yeah.
a survival. It didn't seem like that. You don't build stuff. It seems it's more story driven, and it's set on Earth because there's like, well, it looks like there's whales and turtles and stuff you swim past. It's very nice.
You know what I learned, Leek?
What?
Subnautica has a multiplayer mod.
Does it?
Yep.
Well, the original one.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it might extend to Below Zero. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming.
No, I've only got the first one, so.
I was like, man, Subnautica is one of those games I haven't played yet, and I'm like, I was like thinking, is it multiplayer? And I looked it up, and he goes, well, not officially multiplayer. There is a mod that you can play with people, so play with your friend.
Okay. Okay.
I got
I'll
Skyrim. Very good.
Put that on the list of games I will possibly try, because like, I mean, I don't have a fear of being in open underwater or whatever, but it's definitely one of those games where I'll sit there and be like, all right, I'm gonna go through this very slowly because this game's gonna freak me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Very atmospheric.
It's spooky.
But was there anything else you guys saw this week that I want to talk about? I know there was
AEW Fight Forever.
Oh my god!
I mean, if you like Warhammer 40k, there's that Dark Tide. It looks hectic as fuck.
It does, yeah.
So I guess if you like Doom, you'd like type of gameplay, you'd like this, because that's what it is essentially.
They did show a Forspoken trailer. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh yes,
so
yes.
I don't know what they.
Oh, Dolly did, right?
I did. I watched it, and then I watched people's reactions to it. I mean, like, this game is going to be. I don't think this surprises anyone. It's clearly an open world game. I think this trailer that they're starting to show off is probably one of the better ones, with one exception. There's too much NPC talking. That's not how you sell this game. That's not how you sell this game. Because when they slowed down and were going through the world, it was the trailer was at its worst. Once they just kind of let Frey run wild in the world and start using her magic, the game came alive again. It looks like whatever they've been doing has pumped up the frame rate a bit during combat, which is good because it was looking kind of chunky before. And just the world itself and Frey's direction in it has become a bit more clear. Game still looks good to play. It looks like it's going to be fun to run around and do stuff in. I hate to say it, I am not interested in this game from its story, and this trailer hasn't sold me on that aspect yet. But just like having game in hand, running around, like full parkour, full magical parkour, which is what it is. They've even come out and used those words. And the combat looked pretty great. It's a shame this has been delayed as often as it is. I feel like that is absolutely going to impact its release at this point.
Well, here's a problem. That game also has the biggest debuff that it delayed to January. No, it's delayed to January.
Yeah.
January, we don't know what's going to happen in January because January is going to have games too. Like, I mean, we don't know when Crisis Core Reunion is coming out,
It's true.
There is no way neither of us are not picking up Crisis Core Reunion. when it comes
Yeah,
out.
no,
So,
I would give up a bunch of other games before it comes out.
So,
I would give up a bunch of other games before I gave up that. Like this game with every delay has probably lost more and more of its possible base.
Mhm.
Like these delays are actually genuinely getting dangerous to this game now. And this is a game that was cobbled together with the remnants of 15. So
Yeah.
it's trying to recoup losses to begin with, and this isn't the way to go about it. But as far as what it looks like, looks pretty good. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have anything else from this week. So I think that's it for this week.
Hey,
yeah,
we did it.
really, yeah.
Yay, we did it. Salt was late this week, so blame him.
It's sorry.
I actually don't care. I have all the time in the world. But yeah, if you guys made it this far, give us a like and subscribe. What are we doing this week? What's going down in our schmedules?
I'll play a bit more of Super Peoples and decide if I like it or not. It's a beta that actually closes like the next day, so I think
All right.
it'll close for a bit and then maybe it'll enter early access or whatever. And if it's still free,
that
then I'll
sounds safe.
continue playing. If it's not free, then I'll stop playing.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't know. I want to play more Monster Hunter, but I need to catch up with folks. I'll probably just do solo hunting for now if I ever pick it up again. I really want to play Final Fantasy fucking 14.
Do it.
You're on 6.2 already. Fucking hell.
And do it.
Ah.
Shut up and do it.
So that's me whining.
Yeah.
For me, like I plan on finishing SMT5 this week, but that depends on how much time I actually have. I have a couple of shoots this week, so it sounds like I'm going to be a bit busy. But that one I'm going to hammer in on. I'll play Monster Hunter if people are playing Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
so
Alex never says no to Monster Hunter.
If I'm given reason, I will happily jump in and hunt with folk. But yeah, those are the two games I'm dealing with. I don't think I have a third game that'll distract me. Minecraft didn't grab me like it grabbed everyone else, so I'm not worried about that.
No, I mean, Little would say your third game's supposed to be Cold Steel 4.
No, I'm not playing two heavy story games at the same time. Don't be silly.
Is SMT really that heavy story? Like, come on.
Yeah, actually, because this is a sequel to Nocturne.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all gonna end with just killing God anyway.
Yeah, attack and dethrone God. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's literally all that game is about.
I mean, it's JRPGs in a nutshell, right? If religion is involved,
Well, I mean, Cold Steel 4 is an attack and dethrone God. It's attack and dethrone Gileath Osborne.
Attack and dethrone tyrants.
Yeah, attack and dethrone your dad.
Oh God, yeah.
Man, I don't know what I'm doing this week. I obviously I picked up Soul Hackers, but that's me playing that is just dependent on my mood. Now I'm like 10 hours in. Our friend Coded is like 50 hours in because he actually eats, sleeps, and drinks Soul Hackers too. At the moment, I mean, I guess I could re-download Cold Steel 4 because I still haven't actually beaten the English version.
The English version, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna start trying to do like maybe some weekly stuff in 14 just to like because I ran into an issue the day of patch was I didn't play from 6.1 to 6.2, so I did not have enough item level to do the raid.
Oh, awkward.
So I had to buy some crafted gear. So I will like start doing some like weekly shit because just so I can like keep my character like eye leveled up a little bit. Not gonna do anything heavy in that game. And I've got really nothing. I'm gonna continue watching Naruto because that's like been my nightly ritual for the past like 4 or 5 nights. So I like me some Naruto. Like Naruto up through like the Chunin exams and up through like the Sasuke retrieval arc. That it's pretty good. I enjoy it. It's peak anime, peak early 2000s anime.
Yeah, it was the big thing of the time, without a doubt.
Well, I mean One Piece is still the biggest thing on the fucking planet because it just doesn't end.
True.
Yeah.
It's supposedly in the final arc, and people keep saying that, and I keep saying, wasn't the last arc
no,
10 years long?
It just hit the final arc. Like, not in anime, in the manga, it just hit the final arc.
Yes.
So, that's what the author like said like a month ago. He was like, yeah, we're in the final arc now. Now, however long the final arc for One Piece actually is a different question. But I mean, we also have the new fucking Bleach coming out this next season. So, I mean, anime just actually doesn't end. I mean, Naruto technically didn't end either.
All you 2000s fans are just eating good, I guess. I'm all right though.
Naruto technically didn't end either. So
did it?
It's
not?
Boruto, man.
Can Spy Family come back, please?
You got it. It's soon. I don't know when the date is, but it's fall season. When fall season starts, when Spy Family come back. So anyway, made it this far. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave us a comment, tell us we're bad, please. So go subscribe to the Let's Play channel as I'm slowly uploading my Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Let's Play. I've got I think in the end it'll be 46 uploads, 46 episodes. So yeah, because I'm not like heavy editing it because that's way too much work. But yeah, we will see you guys next week.
Bye now.
Bye.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely